Mm. God, it's been a few months. What? Oh. Oh. Oh, you're somebody different. My apology. Oh, hmm. Quite a complicated setup in here. Hmm. Though I should get a closer look at you, darling. Oh, worry not. These little contraptions of salt here and everything were made to consign something else. Oh, there you are. Oh, so small, so very cute. And a raging soul, filled with panic and anxiety. Much longer than me being here. Oh, do tell your story. I'm interested. Hmm. That doesn't seem to comfort you as much as I wish. Oh, darling, if you want my name, you'd have to pay a price. For now, I can bear on my name, as long as you don't attempt to harm me. I won't harm you. For, the next day or so, inside your mortal, comprehension. So do tell me, what, what's going on with you? It's rare to see a human marked in such a way. Um, why don't you tell me your story and I'll explain that part for free? After all, you've brought me back from a few months' hiatus. I can throw in a bit of extra information after you've, perhaps done a little thing for me. Depends on what you, well, need. Because I have an idea that you're tailing quite a peaceful one. Hmm? So yes, you were invited to a party in the cabins. I suppose that's where we are. Hmm. Interesting. Very interesting. Go on, mortal. Hmm? Oh my. Hmm. It wasn't immediate, was it? No, just an air of unease for a few days. That fits, that fits. Some of your friends yet live? Oh, it's just... Oh, seems I'm an unexpected interruption, then. I do so wonder what they were trying to summon here. Perhaps another beast on you? Though it seems they settled mostly for human hunters this time. No, most likely not quite human. Oh, well, those antlers, you know, them being that tough, I'm pretty sure you could also assuage they aren't human. Well, they are, but we'll get to that. That's what you wish to make a deal with? Hmm. Oh. Oh. You're quite aware of demonology, aren't you, gloomy girl? Fine, fine. You know such things have a price, though, right? Hmm. Tell you what. I'll give you 2 extra pieces of information. Well, one, for bring me back, as I said, for a few months. I can give you a little freebie for the first trade. And second, because this is so interesting. For something of such interest, I can cut down my own a little bit for you. Oh, only this once. What do you wish to say? Well, then, in full. So, you have a suspicion. There's one murderer within your group that you've kept safe in a warded place. I can confirm there's only one. And you wish to know their name? And my own. I haven't given up on that. Do you want to see me inside your noble codex? Or, perhaps learn that I'm not going to. What's the term you use? Fuck you over. Right. The first one on I can pay, my name in advance. Though I must tell you, there's two ways I can answer. One will be the full, concise story of how I became a sinner, and through that, a demon. The other, just a point of fact of what you need to know. What type of demon I am, what my name is, how strong I am, and what I can give you. Besides just answers. If you choose the first, you'll have all the information you need to, make sure that I'm, straight and narrow with you. No, high stress may make you still mess up. You'd have at least all the information required. But I can assure you, if we go that route, it'd take, over 30 to at least 30 minutes. And in that time, one of yours shall perish. So, which one do you choose? Do you sacrifice one so you have a better chance? The reckless type, aren't you? A little bit of a hero. Oh, I can work with this. Oh, that's for me to know and you to learn. To quickly answer you. Well, my name isn't one you'll find in your little codex. My story's pretty quaint, and the codex only grabs greater demons of great renown. Greater demons that, can't quite make a name for themselves due to perhaps conditions on their powers. Those don't really show up as much. After all, these were published by demons or their followers. Somebody you can get a better price from. Well, those people wouldn't be set up in this little book. Lucky for you, I'm quite a catch. I just take the amount that a normal demon would, not a greater, and I'm quite fair in how I do things. And, I'm kind of one of the only ones that you'll be able to summon without selling your soul to get what you desire. Or at least, the only one that you'll be able to get on short notice. I'm less powerful than the kings and the emperor, but if you took a deal with them, I don't think you'd pay the price. But I was going to say my tale. I am a demon of lust. My tale was quite simple. I was, someone incapable of getting what somebody else desired. A person tried multiple times, arranged marriage between both of our farms. I'm lucky the bastard never got me pregnant. But he did try. And eventually he came to a silly little belief that all he needed to do was get it so I could be hormonal for me to be fertile. Tried many things, and he took his anger out on me for being unable to set up the expectations of a wife. That would be true for most. However, he was shockingly intelligent, especially for men at his time. He could see that I didn't enjoy it, because he was keeping a specific eye on that. Only one thing ever truly worked, and he was truly desperate, but didn't quite like the answer towards that one little thing. Oh yes, I'm skipping that part to save some time so your friend lives. Oh, where was I? Ah, yes. Eventually, I had enough, and I made a deal with one creature to help take me away to, deal with the problem. I didn't care how. Felt too broken at that point, and, well, apparently the demon found how I was incompatible with her power. As such, well, I instantly became something not human. Not quite. No, it looks so human. I know you can tell I'm not. Something in the air. Only real giveaway is honestly my eyes. Unlike most succubi, I won't have any of those big horns or those delectable tails. That was quite stronger than I was before, and, well, you can see the problem was quickly dealt with. And my name comes from what would you call it? The concept of my power. The reason well, lust didn't quite work the way they did, and they accidentally birthed a demon instead of making a deal. Consent. Do you truly wish to ask questions like that before your friend dies? Fine. I was... what do you call it? Ah, yes, you call this term asexual? Yes, people in my time that, were still existed, and I was just merely one of them. The demon didn't know about people like me, and without readily accessible media, like your internet now, we couldn't quite instantly psychically connect towards the information. As such, they made the mistake, and I was born. Now, to what you can get. As long as you make a deal, as long as somebody else agrees to something, you'll be able to wield more power than anyone else from the little fragments I give you. And the same thing goes for me. A smaller deal, as long as you agree to it, as long as I make sure you have informed consent, well, I can give you more power than any demon can from a simple little request. But, I do need a prize for the rest of the information you're seeking. Oh, little doll. Sweet little Christian girl, right? Just a morose fascination with demons just so you can properly practice against them. Just so you can practically fight against them. Probably one reason you're still alive against those bees, though they aren't quite. Well, your powers, your little rituals, your little tools you always keep with you don't quite work the way they should with them, right? So you need help from somebody else. Easier. The prize is to look at my form in full, not at the corner of your eye. Not, you know, barely looking at me, to take me in full. As I said, simple requests can get me lots of power. And what I can work on you, darling. So do you consent? Good girl. How's this? Do you like what you see? Oh, you say no, but your heart doesn't lie. Oh, but I need to hurry up a little. The name of the killer is Bethany. It's always a Bethany, isn't it? Probably part of the ritual there. And that second piece of free information I tell you. Well, you're not dealing with a demon. You're dealing with, well, a cult. Yes, as you may have been able to intuit, there's multiple of them. And they all seem to be worshipping a fae, hence the horns. Will you, to quickly go through the differences, you know that you can't, on your first try, make an explosion without sound, correct? Yes. There's theoretically a way to make it like that by setting off an explosion in an area where there's no air, so the sound can't travel, but, well, you need to know that in advance. So you need to have something, like a first explosion, to, know that's the case. And a lot more research after the fact to know, you need to do a little bit more work. Well, when the big man upstairs made his first world, this lovely little Earth, he didn't know about the other type of things like that. As a natural process of creating, you need to isolate some things, or unintended side effects like sound go through. It's a lot more complicated than that, but that's the simplest way to go about it without going into specifics, since we don't have time for that. And due to that, the Fae were born. Didn't do much until our ancestor fell, but, they do exist here as these little creatures of phenomenon or ideas of nature. Spirits. That must make the difference between demons. Demons are created from angels or sinners that take, quite a lot of power from souls when they are alive. Or possibly take some overcharge from somebody being careless in the underworld. Meanwhile, angels are crafted by him up above. But Fae? Fae are a byproduct, an unintentional thing. As such, most of the things against spirits don't necessarily work the way they're intended on them. Luckily, I can give you tools to live and thrive against such creatures by directly empowering you, unlike these little tools and things. So, what I will tell you to do to survive is go back there and expose Bethany for what she is, and then challenge her to a duel. Her pride with her devotion to this Master Fae will force her to accept. And as she consented to such a duel, you will be much, much stronger. You'll be able to hit harder, react faster, be, more agile, dexterous. And what you hit won't easily heal. There'll still be a fight, and there's a chance you die. But it's the most I can give you for such a simple task. Do not fail me in this, and you live. after it sacrificed her corpse to me. You'll need more power than just the slight bit I give you here to survive, little hero. After all, a slasher like this, do you really think it only has one proper monster you need to vanquish? No, 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 no. But don't worry, we can level you up for the upcoming fights, and you'll survive this frighteous night. Probably need to workshop that title, but I have time. You don't. Steady on now. You need to go save your friend. We're getting close to that deadline. Yes, yes. Oh, and champion, I wish you the best. It'd be a shame to lose a new toy so soon.